put my face in the camera. I'm just gonna leave it at the ceiling. That's what I'm gonna do. Yup. I'm gonna leave it looking up. I thought about I'm gonna leave the camera looking down at the floor. No, we might do that one on the next one. Or we might just be showing our face back in the cam. Just gonna I just gotta do this though.
So I had my hands in the air, and you can see that I had burns. I was almost through.
His face was on the mini waters, you know that?
I jumped out of the car screaming for my life, and my clothes were.
I don't wish karma on nobody. I don't care if, like, whatever you done to me, if you stole something from me, you know. And I hope anybody I done something to, because or something that I'm looking over that I done something to somebody wrong, like the lady's purse I snatched. You know, hey, I was a kid. I ain't know no better. I hope people, you know, whatever wrong I done, I don't wish karma on nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish karma on nobody. And like as a real chosen one, I leave everything in God's hands. True that. And man, his punishment is way harsher than mine, though. Really, do I agree with his punishment? Hey, that's a lot. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. So yeah, I agree with his punishment. You know, I just had to learn what the time limit, you know. And then some people, you never see the karma that comes back on these people. Like, if a vessel for God, like, man, I'm not got time to worry about something that somebody did to me in the past 5 years. I ain't got time to be, my time is too valuable to be holding a grudge over $200. My time is too valuable for somebody to be sitting in my face talking about I owe them some money. I don't owe them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't worth killing over. You hear? You can have that. You hear me? You can't take it with you when you die. You hear me? Hope you spend it while you, I hope you ain't stacking it. You hear me? Like, money don't make me. People don't make me. I realized that don't nothing in this world make me. You know what I'm saying? Nothing in this world make me happy but God. I thought having kids and, you know, finding me a girl and a woman, I thought that was, and having me a family was going to make me happy, you know. And I was content with my family because my kids went to church, you know. God, thank God for Helen, you know what I'm saying? He always going to have somebody that's going to have you right in the right place, like to make sure no matter what I did through, whatever people can say about me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my kids, my children, my twins know that God is time. My twins know God is time, you know. My kids know God is time. You know, not to take away from none of my kids. I love all my kids the same. You know what I'm saying? And we all children of God. You hear me? And when I say that, I don't mean as I had sex with your mom and you my child. If I ever looked at you as a child or whatever, if you ever looked at me, hey, that's what I mean. Just because them kids ain't mine. Them kids belong to God. I realized that. You hear me? I realized that my kids is not my kids. They is God's kids. They are living in time. I understand that all my time cannot be with my kids. All of my kids' time can't be with me, really. You know, I can't blame no one for that. I can't blame no time for wherever. I leave everything in God's hands. You hear me? And if you ever heard everything in the darkness come to light, don't that sound like everything in the darkness come to light? It's a new day, ain't it? It's a new light. You know what I'm saying? Everything in the darkness come to light. So it's nighttime now. It's nighttime. Where I'm at in the world is nighttime. But it's gonna be a new day. You know what I'm saying? The darkness gonna come back to light. You know what I'm saying? Then the lightness is gonna go back to darkness. So that's just like a lie. Anything that you try to do, that's why everything that people try to do, it comes back on them from their behavior. You can get on her and try to imitate somebody else, or you can get on her and try to play like you can tell it. Like I don't get on her and I don't talk about people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to look better than nobody. I just ain't trying to. Don't hit the like button. Please don't hit the like button. You hear me? Because while you hitting the like button and while you trying to subscribe or you know what I mean, or trying to, you might miss something. I don't care about nobody hitting no like button. I don't care who like me. I care about that man upstairs liking me. I don't care. It's that one person right there. I hope that's Jesus. I hope that's God looking at me. Really, that could be God looking through me through somebody. You hear me? The all-seeing eye. He gave you the eyes. Your eyes is not your eyes. Jesus came in the world. He healed the blind people right there because them wasn't their eyes. Them was his eyes. He gave them eyes. You blind, how I didn't give you no head. What would I give you eyes for if you couldn't see? Man, it's witchcraft and demonic spirits. That's why he was able to lift the eyes of the blind because you wasn't even blind. What would I give you eyes for and you couldn't see? What would I give you legs for and you crippled? Get up out that wheelchair and walk. You've been stuck in that wheelchair for so long, you believe. I just see that's why some athletes, like you see them get up from tragic like situations where that person was never supposed to walk again. He got up on faith and I'm gonna walk. So what if it's painful? Eventually that pain gonna get lesser and lesser because you back to walking. Man, Abba got the faith of a mountain. I don't know about everybody else. You hear me? What you mean? You can go get me any person in a wheelchair right now. You hear me? But put a multitude. I want this televised. I need 100,000. I need 1 million people. He don't want me to heal this person in front of a few people. He want me to heal them in front of the world. I believe I can lay my hands on that person and heal that person. But I can't do it if they don't believe like I believe. You hear me? Lazarus didn't need to believe in the tomb. You hear me? He didn't need Lazarus to believe. You hear me? Because that was it. Lazarus was gone. All them people knew Lazarus was dead. He had all the disbelievers outside the tomb, like, come out of there, Lazarus. And Lazarus came out the tomb. Like, this man been dead. How he come up out the tomb? I gave you life. I didn't give you life to die. Man chose to die when when Eve gave him the apple. Man chose to follow the woman, eat the apple. Woman, same thing. It's a curse. You can't blame the woman because after the woman ate the apple, you could have told her, no, Adam. Men is the fall of men and women is the fall of women. She went over there, the serpent, boom, tricked her, and then she tricked men. No matter what the serpent did from what she did to Adam or whatever, go eat it. The serpent tricked her. She went over there and just, Adam ate it because she ate it, I guess. You know, monkey see, monkey do. You hear me? That was his rib. You hear me? His rib tasted it. Come on, go ahead and taste it. Let me go ahead and eat it too. I know God said don't do it, but you did it. I'm going to do it too. The man got to be the leader. He the head, not the tail. He should say, what did you do? Man, hey. He should have. I remember the first time I was praying, Lord. She don't know what she did. I would have prayed. You hear me? I don't want you to come and take my rib. I don't know. Man, we don't have all the questions. We pretend to have all the questions or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then when God reveals things to his chosen ones or whatever, like that's revealed to them. And that's why it don't make sense to everybody else. When they go to telling you this or whatever, they can put the proof right there in front of you and you still wouldn't get it. I could talk to you till you turn blue in the face and you still wouldn't get it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to waste my time because I know time is God and I know time and I know time is of the essence and I know time is the true form of measurement. You know? How could he stretch out his hands and measure the heavens then? They say don't nothing travel faster than the speed of light. Didn't God say let there be light? Well, only light can only travel fast is time let it. Is God let it really? Because he the one who said let there be light. Don't that make a whole lot of sense to you? Don't you know the truth in your soul when you feel it? Or do you got a soul? Anybody who got a soul, they gonna say, man, that man ain't lying, man. That man ain't lying. Time is prison in the flesh because we living in the present. Because God is past, present, and future. That's who 4 times is. It ain't no multiply, subtract. You know what I'm saying? Subtract all my sins. You know what I'm saying? He done that already on the cross when he died for me. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, I'll be sinning tomorrow. I'm a sinner. You hear me? But I know it's the sin that dwells in me. It ain't me that's committing the sin no more. It's the sin that dwells in me. I'ma always be a sinner. You know what I'm saying? I'ma always feel like, man, I can't be no preacher because I'm a sinner. You know what I mean? I damn sure ain't for to be one of them preachers that get up there and make it look like every Sunday I'm coming in there. You know what I mean? Hiding it. Don't let your left hand know what your right hand doing. You know what I'm saying? No, I want my left hand to know what I'm doing. You hear me? You know what I mean? Come on. There's so many pretty women in here, in the church or whatever it be. Man. Some of y'all need to come in here fully dressed. You know what I'm saying? I'm up here on the pulpit. You don't need, man, that's where they come in at. Some women going in there to steal that $1 million preacher, T.D. Jakes. You know what I'm saying? That's where his wife is on there just, man, he the head, not the tail. I'm come on this social media. This the web, man. They want us all caught up in her. They want you to get mad and get on her and come on her and tell all your business. You know what I mean? Man. Man, I don't care. Like, man, I don't care about nothing else in this whole world. You know what I mean? But God now, you hear me? I did care about my kids. I did care about my wife. I did care about my family. You know what I mean? But if they ain't on the same thing I'm on, then I don't know what to tell you. You hear me? I know that all I can do, I do care about them, but I know all I can do is pray for them. Let me say it like that. I know all I can do is pray for some people. I can't help you. All I can do is pray for you at the end of the day. All you can do is pray for me. But it's gonna take you time to pray. You hear me? And then prayers ain't gonna be answered when you want it to. It's gonna be answered on appointed time. You hear me? When he get ready, not when you get ready. Not when the time on your watch, your man's time tell me time that I gave. You know what I mean? He gonna answer. He know when it's best. We always think we know when something's good for us, really, you know? You might have went to jail, you know what I'm saying? That might have saved your life from going to the club. You've been in jail for a week, but 2-3 more days ago, you used to go to the club Saturday, and it was a big old shootout, and you could have been at the wrong place at the wrong time, and you don't even know God just saved your life right there. You just dodged the bullet. You know what I mean? That was your angel right there when that police pulled you over and then boom, you went to jail. You hear me? I'm just saying, don't know. I don't wish it's prison in the flesh. Sometimes what I'm trying to speak on is sometimes we right here in our own, just because you behind bars don't make you in prison. Man, you can be locked up and you can be free in prison. There's people out here in these streets and they think they free. You know what I'm saying? It's time to release them shackles on our brain. You know, modern day slavery. It's time to get up off this internet, letting this internet control us. You hear me? We looking for the hottest trends. We looking for what's popping. What's popping? Negativity always popping. A fight or something, you know what I'm saying? They broadcasted like going to school fighting in the bathroom, kids. They want to look good on the internet. They want to be famous because they see everybody else famous. You hear me? They forget the most famous one of all is Jesus Christ. That's who they forget. Follow God. That's what's going to make you famous. I ain't even trying to be famous. I'm trying to make Jesus more famous. I'm trying to make the Son of Time more famous. Y'all call him Jesus. I call him betrayed by many because y'all call him Jesus. And whatever name y'all give him, you know what I mean? And y'all call him God. Y'all say God, I call him Time. You know what I mean? I got my own personal relationship with the Lord. You hear me? Get you one. He got several names in the Bible. Don't the devil do too, though? You see how he try to imitate God? Satan, the devil, you know, what else? Buzzle, with all these different names, demons, all these different names. You hear me? The destroyer, you know what I mean? I could go, I can't, you know what I mean? And then you got Emmanuel, you got all these different names, Jesus, you know what I'm saying? The Holy Ghost, you know. They won't tell you God is time, though. But they're going to tell you when you die where you're going to go spend your time with God, like, you know what I'm saying? So he on that throne of time then, because that's where you're going to spend your eternity. He's telling you I'm on the throne of time. And then he goes into detail when he say, man, one day to God is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day. So you are the day. You hear me? He created it, didn't he? And gave you your own day and made you your own God in your own world. You hear me? And all he wanted was some of your time that he gave you in your own world. You hear me? Because everybody got their own world. Because you haters don't exist to me, man. You ones that want to persecute, you same people, the Pharisees that want to say, oh, he's not the remnant, or they not the chosen ones, or whatever you want to say about me, man. I'm cool. Whatever type of lie you want to say about me. All you females out here, the devil wanted, the little devil or whoever put the thought in your head, like he did, eat the fruit, to play brothers against each other. You hear me? You got some women out here, they want to play brothers against each other. You hear me? It could have been vice versa. I killed myself, you hear me? It's murder, you know? My kid's not in my life. You know what I'm saying? It's mighty funny that I stayed in South Glen and then you stay right down the street or whatever. Now I'm getting in the play or whatever. You know what I mean? Then when I already play brothers against each other, man. Hey. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I've got this. I'm a boss woman. In order to connect to my kids, I have to not want. Yeah. I don't know whose idea it was or whatever. But my brother's in heaven. Ooh, man. And he's more powerful than he ever been. And God's army more powerful than it ever been. Because God is time. And you living in the last days. And it said in the last days, the mystery of God will be revealed. And I'm telling you, God is time. And I'm bringing all the proof. And the whole Bible was to describe time. It was to describe God. He even spent time in the flesh. He even came like, man, I got time in the flesh. You still don't get it. I went to prison. I got it, but I still didn't get it. You know, he sealed the thunder. Yeah, he sealed the thunder. Shout out to Kevin Durant for giving Oklahoma City their own team. I don't know how you did it. I know that you from Washington. I don't know what you did, how you done it. You know, but thanks for the ones who gave Oklahoma their own team. Now we got the lottery, you know what I'm saying? We maybe 50 years from now, we'll have an NFL team too, a professional, you know, NFL team or something, you know? Because this is one of the top racist states there is, you know? They got the 1921, that's where I come from, Black Wall Street. Oklahoma's history is something else, man. This the panhandle, you know what I'm saying? They say it's the Bible buckle. They got churches everywhere, but them motherfuckers be empty, you hear me? Motherfucking church have 100 seats in there for nothing, you hear me? These churches be empty, man. These Sagus of Satan is empty, ain't they? That's why your church empty, because it's Sagus of Satan, really. You know what I mean? That's where the most evil go on is in the church house, really. The ones in the front row, like in the pulpit, like you know what I'm saying? Come on. I ain't saying not go to church, but I still used to still go to church. Yeah, I think I'm going to go to church and I'm going to be right over here with the sinners because I need the God in my life. You hear me? I'm not going to worry about what the preacher got going on after the service or whatever. You know what I mean? As long as he come from that word and he give me that word, that divine word, you know what I mean? I'll figure it out myself because, I mean, I know what he's telling me. He's trying to tell me and explain it to me in his manner, but I don't get it what he's saying. I comprehend things different than every single human being on earth because the reflection, a mirror fell on my head, a portal to another world fell on my head. Let them tell it because they say mirrors are portals to another world. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up with a mole on top of my soul. Right between my eyes. You hear me? You know, he healed the blind right between my eyes. You know, some people born with special gifts. Some people are born with veils over their eyes. You hear me? Camille, you was right. Some people born with veils over their eyes and they can see things before it even happen. But then again, though, some people witches, some people playing shit. They playing shit, get the shit, boom, cast a little spell or whatever. Then go tell you this or whatever ahead of time or whatever, like they, you know what I mean? You got Jesus, when God, when the Messiah came and did it, they said he was witchcraft. He was, boom, they got rid of him. They said what he was doing, he was healing people, doing good things. He wasn't doing bad things, like, you know what I mean? He wasn't doing no bad things with his what y'all call magic, because I mean miracle or whatever you want to call it. He was doing good things, and they said, man, what he was doing, he was using the power of the devil to do it. They was basically saying he was a warlock. You know what I'm saying? Nailed him to the cross. Nailed him to the cross. You know, back then it was ashes to no dust, really. What happened to Jesus' body, man? They burnt his body up. They don't put that in the Bible, do they? You seen that burning bush when Moses went, man, they don't put that stuff in the Bible, do they? Moses went back up in the Mount Zion. They can't even find Mount Zion. How you gonna find the mountain? You know what I'm saying? My faith is a mountain. Moses stood on his faith. No, you can't see you can't see the promised land, but you can stay on the mountain. You got your own mountain over here. You deserve this over here. You coming straight to heaven with me. You hear me?
I didn't know what was going on with anyone else. I had no idea.
Even though you didn't get to see the promised land, you know, you get to see it. You laid them over there. You should be happy. You should be proud of yourself, Moses. But nah, yeah, you see, he had Moses ready for battle here on earth. You hear me? Threw the snake down. Pharaoh, let my people go. Internet, let my people go. Come on, man. Y'all people on this internet with all of these fake lies and ain't telling them God is time and sit there and read it. Been reading the Bible. I don't know if these preachers know it or not. Maybe they don't know. You know, maybe none of them know. Maybe TD Jakes don't know. Maybe none of them know. All my great preachers, none of y'all told me God was time. Pastor Joe Daugherty, Oral Roberts. I can name all of y'all, man. Ain't no preacher out through history that came and told y'all it was time. Jesus was telling you he hinted all that, man. He was the son of time, really. He bring things in he fed them up, man. Jesus let you know. He had to be the son of time. He fed a multitude of people. Heard that? Over some food. I'm over here trying to get that fruit. I'm trying to get that I'm on that real food. You heard what she said? Look. You heard what she said? It's a spiritual war. But we ain't at war with our own flesh and blood. I ain't mad at nobody. I'm not mad at nobody. I love you. If I ever told you I love you, I love you. We had a war with powers and principalities in earth. Get out the witchcraft. When you try to do witchcraft to me, it's impossible to do any type of witchcraft to me with your little magic spell books.